Big Brain Time Debate Podcast. Oh, yeah. That's the new theme song. All right. My name is Seth.
I'm Ira.
Hello. Sorry. I'm guest debater LJ Richardson, once here again.
And I'm Jared.
All right. So, there's a serious issue that we all have to deal with. Our terrible body odor.
Oof.
Yes, so as microbes slowly chew away at our flesh and create whatever crazy smells they're making, we have a problem. We gotta get rid of that smell. We gotta smell good when we go to class or when we go to the supermarket.
And we can't use Axe body spray because that's out of the question.
Oh, I should have made this a debate about Axe body spray. That would have been a great idea.
Think about it.
You mean
make that a
next
future
week.
one. Next week.
Or
Next
to
week.
or to sixth graders, shower in a can.
Shower in a can.
So, speaking of which, why isn't it called bath in a can? Today, we're debating baths or showers.
Such a stupid transition. Oh gosh.
I am equally prepared for either side, so...
I'm pro shower.
I'm pro bath.
I'm not sure which to debate, to be honest. Like, I can make legitimate arguments for both sides.
Okay.
Like, I love a shower, but I also highly enjoy a bath. So...
I'm not a huge bath person, even though I did have arguments to defend it, so I'm gonna go pro shower.
in that case, I will jump onto the baths, just to make it even. Just to...
Quote a Jim Gaffigan joke where he says, you sit in a bath and you're like, this is so boring. No wonder. I'm not going to say the rest of that joke. I'll tell you guys later.
Well,
But basically, they're boring. They really are.
the appeal of baths is that baths are more classical. I mean, the Romans really revolutionized the idea of taking baths. They even named a city after it, and it was awesome. You got to, it was like swimming pools full of hot, steaming bath water. It's like, get me one of those. A bath is essentially like taking a jacuzzi every night. And whereas a shower is, let's all be honest, last episode we talked about the rain, and a shower is basically just portable rain that you can turn on whenever you want. Who wants that? We already said snow was so much better, and now you just want to have that at your leisure? Like, why?
I think Luke already brought so much classiness to the podcast by bringing in ancient Rome.
I'd like to point out a famous French politician was murdered in a bathtub.
Sorry.
So if a famous woman was murdered in a shower, what's your point, Jared?
Why does that have to be a woman?
Because that's what Alfred Hitchcock...
Exactly.
Psycho.
Showers are dangerous. Alfred Hitchcock proved that to us. Whenever people slip and fall down, it's never in a bathtub. It's always in the shower.
That's what bath mats are for, or the little bath duck stickers you
with
can
a
just
bath-
put on the bottom.
A bath, you can sit down, and you can just let the water and the heat envelop you. With a shower, you're constantly standing up. If you get an itch, or you have to hobble around so that you don't slip and crack your head on the side of the shower.
Jared,
You can get too relaxed in a bath and
What's
drown.
wrong with being
and then
too
fall
relaxed?
asleep and drown in the bath.
The only
Jared just
person.
angrily started punching the couch in order to get our attention.
I need a gavel.
I
and
will be
start
honest,
banging on it.
I've never been able to fall asleep in a bath for some reason. It just doesn't happen.
Yet you can sleep till 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't understand you, Ira.
This man, it'll just be Saturday, and then we'll wake up, and I'll just come back from dinner and be like, yep, Ira's still asleep.
I remember I opened, his door, Seth opened the door, and he was just waking up. It was 4, and Ira was just waking up. It was 4:30, and I just started yelling at him. I was like, wake up!
So,
sorry for your editing later, by the way.
Yeah, that's going to be some crunchy audio when he yelled, wake up. So, this isn't really a defensive shower or an attack on baths or anything. The way that you phrased the whole idea of having a portable rain box, essentially, made me wonder, what if there was an equivalency to snow? You just stand in there and the nozzle sprays fake snow at you.
People already do that. That's called snow cones.
Oof, he got you there.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm on your side. I forgot. Never mind. That is not a good point.
I mean, it technically wasn't a point either way. I was just curious about the
He was
possibility.
just curious. They've already done it, and it's awesome.
Although you never really... Well, I was about to say that that wasn't a really good equivalency because we don't have indoor rain that we drink the way that we would eat a snow cone, but then I was like, every single faucet is kind of indoor portable rain.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so, what about finger raisins? You know, when you get out of the bathtub and your fingers look like raisins?
I get finger raisins in the shower, too. It's inescapable. Like,
It's all dependent on how long you've spent in the water, no matter what you do.
and also, showers just can give you anxiety. I mean, think about it. You're in a bath, you're just sitting back, you're nice and relaxed, and you're like, you just let the water, like, roll over you, like going in a sea, in and out. Then you take a shower, and you're like, I've got all these little pinpoints hitting me on my back. I'm like,
Alright, so, bats make me more Bats make me more anxious. And the reason why... And you mentioned how you don't really get finger raisins if you aren't taking super long. But baths seem to be made for laying there and just kind of laziness. And that freaks me out. I want a shower in the morning. You get speed, you don't get finger raisins, you just get that sunker pumped out there in 15 minutes and you go right along your way. You don't have to worry about, I've spent so long in here. My life is over. I tried to relax, and now my life has fallen apart.
The problem is bad water coverage. Because when you're putting shampoo in your hair and you take a shower, you're never going to be able to get enough water unless you spend enough time in the shower to the point where your fingers are going to turn into prunes anyway. And I can't count on my hands how many showers I've taken where I go out and then I feel the top of my head and there's still soap and it's like, darn it, I have to go back. Every time I've taken a bath, I never have that problem.
Bad water coverage. That is one of the biggest problems I have with showers, because there's always going to be a part of your body where the water's not touching it, and like one side of you is always going to be a little colder because of the disparaging between the hot water
That's
on one side of your
blood flow,
body
though.
and then not really.
Yeah, I intentionally turn it cold and then hot and then cold and then hot just to get that. Just get that.
Yeah, I
good,
just
like,
have to.
temperature
I'm
gauge
just
punching.
constantly moving around in the shower just to make sure my entire body has an even temperature.
Oh, it's got to be that.
While in
and
a
out.
bath, you can just sit down and all the water's there.
But as
So I always
No.
feel like it's getting slowly colder and my face is out of it.
if you stay in for like 2 hours, it depends on how hot you get the water originally.
and it depends on if you have a jacuzzi.
Yeah, then it's hot forever.
Well,
Unless
let's.
you throw a couple ice cubes in it.
Yeah, so shower wise, actually, that's another point is temperature, because for me at least, I always feel disappointed whenever I'm in a bath because it's like it never feels quite as warm after the first minute or so. It's like gum, how it's like it always loses its flavor, but a shower replenishes.
But the problem with a shower is you have to spend a whole lot more time with the heat. With a bath, a bath, I will grant you that it does slowly decline in temperature, but if you make a bath too hot, you just have to wait a few minutes, and then it's just right. With a shower, you better believe you know where you're trying to turn the shower temperature to, or you're getting scalded in there, or frozen. Because you would not believe how many times I've tried to take a shower, and I keep having to switch back and forth where I'm trying to get it, and if I move it one way to the right, I'm freezing. If I move it one way to the left, I'm burning. And it is so annoying that I have to do that all the time.
It keeps me in sort of a like one with the shower type of thing.
And
one with
One with a shower.
What?
And
I don't know how to take that statement.
To be fair, everybody who is defending does need to provide a counterexample. But the only person I can think of who had a very tragic accident with a bathtub was former President William H. Taft. But he got out of that.
I'm trying to think here. What I was going to say. Oh, so I think some of this might come down to body differences. So for me, I've never had a problem with still having shampoo in my hair, but I have much shorter hair than you do. And I've never had a problem with temperature, but I also feel fine walking outside in the snow in flip-flops.
And
So
okay, but let's ask the question. How many more people do you know who wear parkas and warm clothing when they go outside than people who walk outside wearing sandals? I think that's a you thing.
that would be a me thing, I
You
suppose.
are in
We're
an extreme minority.
And we're talking about generalizations here.
Alright, so what about the fact that with a shower, you're getting rinsed, the water hits you, and then it leaves down the drain, while a bath, on the other hand, you're just kind of soaking in whatever weird stuff you've had on you the whole day, like spinach grease. I couldn't think of a weird thing, sorry, spinach grease was the only weird
Dirt,
thing.
muck.
Dirt.
You get
muck.
bubbles in a bath, though. You can't have bubbles, and bubbles
You could,
are the equivalent
you could just you
of
could
snow in this case.
you could just blow some you could
You
just blow
can't,
some
you
bubbles.
can't play with a shower. That's like trying to play with rain.
You could
You
just-
can play with the bubbles in your bath. You can make them into clouds and cotton balls
you can
and
just get
snow,
some,
and you can sled around on it.
You can just get some
can't
bubbles.
do that with anything else. Slip and slides.
I think that those are more equivalent to showers.
No.
And you could just get some bubbles and just blow them in the shower.
No, every time okay, imagine that. I have a bubble wand. I'm trying to blow bubbles in the shower. Bop, 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 bop.
Who said you have to blow it in the stream? Gosh.
No, because all
Your head.
the shower spreads out a boatload of tiny droplets that are probably going to pop those very sensitive bubbles.
Also, if you have one of those shower bath combination things, you can just plug the
Also,
drain
you
and then
can't
stand in the
read
shower.
in the shower. You can't read in the shower. You just can't.
Not the way that you do it.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm just kidding. I don't read in the shower. I take like 2-minute showers.
Speed, my boys, speed.
That's another question. Why does everybody have to go so fast? Why can't we just
Who said-
enjoy
I
life?
think
Why-
I take abnormally fast.
We need to
showers.
take. If people live their lives moving too fast, they're just going to end up looking back at all of the wasted potential of time where they were just spending it going too quickly, when instead they could relish every moment that they're given by God and just take.
Stop using those arguments. They make me look bad.
Yes, we have a rather cynical person with Jared and a rather whimsical person with Luke, and this is
He
great.
somehow turned bath versus shower into theology. Like, I'm going to hell if I don't think showers are.
I never said that. Now you're making accusations.
So, do we have any closing points? I'm sticking with my shower argument.
I agree.
You know what? Showers have their place for some minor sanitation issues, but baths are an experience.
Yes.
All right, join us next week, and I don't think we have any. I mean, I have a few topic ideas. I don't have one set yet, but we'll be here. We'll always be here. There's no escaping.
Nope.
The Big Brain Debate, the Big Brain Time Debate podcast. That could be a tongue twister.
Big Brain Time Debate Podcast.
Goodbye.
Bye.